Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Lacavelli, and we back. I got another special guest, my good guy Jonathan. You go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
So my name is Jonathan. I'm also known as Prodigy on Scoop Duck on three now that we made the transition. Um, Stay updated on our website for any content on recruiting and then football content as well.
Yes, sir. So everything links and Twitter handle, everything will be in the description, man. As y'all see it from the title, we jump straight into it. Ohio State recap. First off, what did you think about the whole game?
Juiced. I was juiced. So I couldn't watch the first game or the first half because I was at school, unfortunately, but I was able to catch the second half, and I was just going nuts in my room. I scared my brother. I was all juiced up. I was yelling at the screen every time Oregon got a touchdown. I was so excited. I was scared like that for fourth quarter, and then there were a few moments I was upset. Especially when Steve Stevens like couldn't backpedal as fast, like he was caught flat-footed. But yeah, I was juiced. I was juiced even till now, and it's what, Tuesday, and I'm still excited.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's just emotion still running high for a lot of people, just because some knew we was going to do it, some didn't think we can do it, some didn't believe we can do it. So all together collectively, man, it's crazy.
I thought the Ducks were gonna win. I didn't think it was gonna be like a blowout.
Yeah.
As Ohio State media and fans thought they were gonna win, and for them to be a blowout on
Yeah.
their side. But I thought it was gonna be like at least a 7 point spread between the winner. But I had 33-31 for my prediction.
I had 31-28 for mine. So
Mm-hmm.
we both was close. We both were
Yeah.
close. That first half you did miss. It was good.
I rewatched it though.
Okay, then you rushed. Okay, good then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because honestly, from start to finish, I feel like Oregon had that game in control, man.
Yeah.
They really did. So, who was like some of your like key players? You know what I'm saying? As far as we know, what Verdell did. You know what I'm saying? So, who was like some guys that really like stood out to you?
Offensively, I think it had to be the tight end group.
Yeah.
I can't just pick one player. I think they really did a good job. And then I think Dante Manning did a really good job on the defensive side. And then Braden Swinson stepped up too. I think those two guys. And then Mikel did a good job. Of course, it's hard guarding a top 10 pick, top 15 pick, and Chris Olave.
Yeah. Especially that group as a whole, man. Like when Fleming got in, Fleming was also like a number one recruit, I believe.
Yeah, he was the top 5 recruit and the number 1 receiver.
Yeah, see, so it's like I was telling people like when I did the Twitter Spaces, and a lot of people got on. They was like, "Oh, like Michael Wright to have a good game. We could have stopped them," but it's like you're going against NFL receivers pretty much. Like,
yeah,
to contain them, you wasn't going to stop them. You had to contain them. Mm-hmm. I think we did a good job of containing them.
Yeah,
with KP5 not playing, I feel like collectively as a group, everybody did what they were supposed to do, man.
Yeah, if you look at it, our pass defense was really bad because CJ Stroud torched us on the back end with like almost 500 yards passing. But the thing is, we didn't have any pass rush. Like Oregon only had 1 sack, or like 3 sacks, I think, in the second half.
Yeah,
Braden had 1, and then DJ, and then there might be another one, but that's about it. Like, and to miss KT and extra pass rush with Justin Flo, that hurt. So of course we couldn't get CJ Stroud uncomfortable.
All right. So speaking of Justin Flo, with him being out probably the remainder of the season now, like like where do we go from here? Do you think like because everybody's sits to Ohio State won, but now we got to think ahead with the injuries we're looking at and the depth. Like, how do you think that plays out in that position with Keith Brown, LeDuc? Those gotta have to step up now.
Yeah, so I think Jabril McNeil has already been working out at the will spot. I think we'll probably see more of him. Keith Brown's probably gonna get the start. Nate, I can't pronounce his last name, but I know he's gonna get some run as well. And then Oregon's looking really thin at the inside linebacker spot. It was one of the deepest positions, but there's a lot of guys out. Hopefully some guys can come back midseason, like Leduc and a few other guys, hopefully. But yeah, Justin Flo unfortunately is going to be gone.
Damn, man, that's so sad. Here, and what is it? Is it a broken foot?
Supposedly, yeah, it's a foot thing. I don't know what it is. It could be ligament or bone.
Yeah, I wonder how bad it is because I remember in high school, my junior year, I broke my ankle and I was out for like 8 weeks minimum.
Yeah.
And then just coming back from it, you got to not baby it and come back full strength. So hopefully, see him in the playoffs.
Yeah, honestly. I know he's super upset, especially knowing him and what he had to deal with his knee. And like, he just loves football. Like, you talk to him and he just loves football. Like,
yeah. So speaking of that too, with Cam McCormick, seeing him.
Oh my God.
Like, how do you feel about do you think he comes back and keep it going, or does he listen to his body and maybe medical retire?
I think he retires. I think he's a coach on the sidelines and a supporter of the guys, but I think he's done. I think had he stayed healthy this year, I think he would have tried one more, but after this, I don't.
Yeah, because I feel like just like you said, with a tight end group together, like that room is like super like competitive and packed as well too. And seeing him down, I was like, damn, man, like this was the year like everybody was like waiting to see how big of a year he was going to have. So it was like, damn, man, like.
And then we have another tight end coming in next year too, Andre Dollar.
Yeah, we do. So
it's going to be a stacked room.
Yeah, so for linebackers, this guy Dudley coming in next year, I believe.
Yeah, Dudley's coming in.
I feel like he's going to be a stud. I feel like he's going to be a stud. Like just the eyeball.
He reminds me of a little of Flo.
Yeah.
Watching the tape, he reminds me a little of Flo.
Yeah.
But of course, he's not as fast and as explosive as Flo is.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, so on a recruiting tip, who are some of your guys that you're looking forward to coming in and any immediate impact you think? Just because you already know with how we are right now.
Yeah.
You got younger guys who's looking for impact this year and next year. You got guys coming in next year that's going to be competing. So what's your take on that?
So what was the question?
So for guys that's coming in, do you think anybody will have an immediate impact?
Oh, okay.
That's going to challenge any position?
Yeah, so Kelvin Banks being the obvious one. And then probably real quick. Probably Jalil Tucker.
Jalil, that's gonna be
and then
especially Kelvin Banks, that's a big guy.
Probably Grayson. I could see Grayson getting some run. And then probably Taratoa, McMillan, probably being 4 of the guys I think that are probably going to get some run early.
Yeah.
Florence might get some early run too.
Do you think after this Ohio State win, like do you think that win played
an impact on recruiting?
Yeah.
So I already spoke to a few guys. Anthony James, the second Texas A&M commit. He's a defensive end, top 50 prospect in the 2023 class. He said he's interested. He didn't watch the game, unfortunately. He got his COVID vaccine, so he was feeling sick. But his dad watched the game and told him all about the game. And then he said he was going to rewatch the highlights, and he's excited. And there's an article coming up too. So stay tuned for that. And then he's definitely excited. Landon Hullaby told me that he knew the Ducks were going to get the win. He was juiced. And then there's a few other guys like Caleb Presley, 2023 corner. Super excited. There's a bunch of other guys, but yeah, everyone's excited, and they want to see how this team does. It's just one game, but they want to see how they do the rest of the year. And of course, that's how it should be. It shouldn't be just one game. It should be the whole season as a view.
Yeah. Like, do you think as well, too, it being one game for us, but also UW dropping games, USC just dropped a huge game that nobody's seen coming. You think that played like a factor, too, like those teams that's like competing in the Pac-12 recruiting, dropping games, and we rise to the top against heavyweights?
I think more that USC game.
Yeah.
I think USC was already starting to go in the right direction in recruiting. As you look at their class with Mikael Williams, Damani Jackson, a few other guys, their quarterback Drew Brown. Excuse me. And I think they were headed in the right direction, but now with this with the firing of Clay Helland and that loss, I think there's a little uncertainty, especially some guys that were committed to other programs that were still considering USC, like Larry Turner Gooden, the safety. And I think this puts them on pause, but I think they definitely want to see who gets hired there. UW, no one really talks about them. You like talk to recruits and you don't really hear UW much in the conversations, except maybe the local kids in Washington. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's what you would think. Like they got a nice college setting, whatever the case may be. But
good academic program too. But
yeah, that's true. So fast forward, who do you think are going to be threats against Oregon for the rest of the season, pretty much before you even
get playoffs? So I'm pretty circling UCLA. I am too. I'm probably going to end up going in the game. I'm excited. Hopefully that one's a good kickoff time. Hopefully it's not like a 7 p.m. one. But yeah, that one's going to be a good one. And then I think everyone is overlooking Utah. I think a little bit. It's always been a hostile environment. It's probably going to be a night game too. It's probably going to start off at like 5, and then especially in that wind, in that cold and high altitude, I think it's going to be an impact a little, and especially the fans. I know the Utah fans are going to be stoked about that one because Oregon, if everything goes the right way that things should go, they'll probably be 10 wins, I think, at that point, because I think they play Utah and then Oregon State. I think. Pull it up real quick. Yeah, Utah and then Oregon State. So they should be 11 or 10 wins. 10 wins entering that game.
Damn, that's gonna be very impressive. That's gonna be
Stanford too. I'm not sure about Stanford because they were like they were abysmal in the first game with Kansas State, and they looked really good against USC. But is it USC was really bad on offense, or really bad as a team, or was it Stanford like really improved? So I don't know who their next opponent is, but they're definitely a team to watch. And then I'm excited to see UCLA versus Fresno State because everyone knows Fresno State wasn't just an easy cakewalk.
That's true.
So I'm excited about that one this weekend.
That's true. And I think I believe UCLA got a bye week before they play us too. So
yeah, they do. They have 2 bye weeks this year.
Yeah. So my thing with us, I just moving forward, I just hope that we stay conditioned, we get a little more healthy, because as you can see collectively as a group, we look good, but it be factors of injuries and not having enough bodies to cover and stuff. Because to a point where like when guys was going down, I was like, damn, like maybe put Jamal Hill at outside backer, you know what I'm saying, to test the waters. I mean, I don't know.
I do know they put Jeffrey Bassa down at the will spot, at will spot to help with a little depth, and then he's kind of a little bit of a tweener, 6'3", 220. He put on some weight. Yeah. So he could definitely do it. He has some DB skills to him too. So
yeah, so that wouldn't be too bad. So status on KT5, do you think he plays again? Is he in the
he's listed in the depth chart already, but I think he probably plays the first half this week just to get the rust off. Because he only played a quarter or 2 quarters. 2 quarters. In the Fresno State game. So he's a little rusty. I know he's excited to play. He'll probably wrap up that ankle pretty good and just give it a go, and then probably play a little and then hold him off the rest of the game until that Arizona game next week.
Right. So Stony Brook coming up. How do you feel about like playing the starters whole game? Do you let them play a quarter and hopefully see younger guys, or do you want AB to, you know what I'm saying, some Pat stats? Cause I know with Verdell, they got his Heisman hopefuls at 14-1 with the odds, not just off that Ohio State game. So You let Verdell go for 300 rushing yards against a team like Stony Brook?
No, no, that would be fun though, but no. I know. I know he's already building up himself a really good resume for this year for Heisman and even the Doak Walker.
Yeah.
But I think you let the starters go until the second half or have a 21, 28 point lead on Stony Brook. I think it'll probably be like 3 point. I think they'll only have like 3 points, Stony Brook, at the first half.
Yeah.
So I think it'll probably be like that, and then let the starters or let the backups go in the second half, or they could either mix them in between. But I think they rather just let the starters just build some momentum and confidence in the first half, and then just let the backups go. I'm excited to see Ty Thompson if he really is the backup. I was talking one of my Twitter followers, and I'm excited to see Ty Thompson play in the second half if he really is the second best quarterback on the team.
Yeah, and I agree. It's been an uproar, seeing AB being a starter, but I've been trying to tell people we need to see who's the second string backup quarterback, because once AB is going after this year, we're going to be right back at it, everybody going at each other's throats. Who should be the starter? So
I don't think Ty Thompson will play the entire second half. I think they'll let one of the other backup quarterbacks play too, whether that be Ashford or Butterfield, or they play all three. Like, I don't know. But I don't think Ty Thompson will play the whole second half if he really is the backup. But yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope we see more of Franklin and some of the younger guys that receive.
Yeah, Franklin, the running backs. I was talking to Byron's dad. Excited to see Byron this week. Hopefully he has a good, memorable moment. Seven McGee, I want to see Seven.
I want to see Seven as well too.
See if he has one of those DAP moments.
Yeah, that's what.
Especially against Washington State when he had that flipping the corner, like all side to side.
Yeah, so
that'd be exciting.
What's from win Ohio State game? How do you think we finished collectively as a team?
So I think our final record will probably, before bowl season, I think we enter 11-1, and that's before the Pac-12 championship game. I think we do drop one somewhere. I have the Utah game circled as an L. But of course they could prove me wrong. Right. We never know. Maybe Utah.
Do you think that hurt us at all with like playoffs hopes at all?
No. I think there's enough in the bag where Oregon can still make the playoffs if they do drop a late one against Utah, because that'll be week 11, 10.
Yeah, like 10 or 11 around there.
Yeah, something like that. And there'll be enough because they'll play the Pac-12 South winner, which will probably be UCLA, or it's still up in the air, but right now I would say UCLA will probably be the winner of that one. And their only loss will be against Oregon at that point. So it'll be a top 10 matchup probably at that point. And I think they have enough.
Yeah.
To say if it's not UCLA, it'll be Colorado or USC, but there's definitely enough in the bag.
Definitely. So before we get out of here, recruiting, we've been collectively as a group with the recruiting class we've been finishing with. That's your forte. How do you think we finish nationally?
Nationally,
well, for next recruiting class to come in.
Right. I think nationally we finish with a top 7 class. I don't think we make 5 because Alabama's still not done. Ohio State's almost done, and then LSU still has to put together. Georgia, Oklahoma is putting together a nice class. So I think we finish between 5 and 10, but I think 7 would be a good spot for them to finish.
So too. I agree. Especially with, like I said, like earlier, just having younger guys that's in big time positions. So it's kind of hard, like with our quarterback position, as you know, like those guys being the same class, like everybody's not going to play. Some guys will have respectfully transfer just because they won't be able to play, just because you got big fish, big pond. So it's all the same, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think Oregon probably ends up closing out with, I think Connerly is going to be a good prospect to watch. I think it's between him, Oregon, UW, Michigan being the top contender, and then USC, depending on how USC shakes out. But I know he'll want to visit. Devon Jackson, the linebacker from Nebraska, and then Cyrus Moss from Nevada.
Yes,
I think they take another defensive back. I know there's a lot of guys out there that they're looking at, like Keontae Scott, the new JUCO DB offer, Terrence Brooks, the Ohio State commit. I know he's still in communication with the Oregon staff, and Larry Turner is another one. And then there's probably like 2-3 other guys that they're still talking to that they want to take for a nickel spot, like Zeke Berry, another name. And then I think they take another edge player, and that'll be 25. And then they still have the counter from last year because they were saving it for JT. So I think they probably save that spot for a transfer.
That's nice. That's nice. I know it's a big reach, man, but what's the chance of Oregon flipping Dominique Jackson, the DB, out of Matter?
Zero. Yeah, Damani Jackson's a big lock.
Yeah, damn.
Sorry to break it you, lag, but
yeah, he probably gonna come in and start right away, huh?
Yeah, he's a homegrown USC fan.
Yeah,
just like Brew McCoy and a few other USC alumni and legends that want to go USC.
It is understandable.
Michigan, I know he visited Michigan this past weekend. I know he was so excited for that Michigan offer, and because I think he used to grow up out there, but now he wants to go to USC, and Dante Williams is still there. So
yeah,
I think,
that's true.
Yeah, he stays.
Do you think USC can pull an Oregon and have like guys vouch for Dante to be the head coach and they run with it, or you think they're just gonna actually get another head coach?
I think that what the USC AD should do is hire an actual head coach with head coach experience. Like, it would be a mistake if they hired Dante Williams because he doesn't have head coach experience, nor I think he has the material to be a head coach, but I don't think he's head coach material at a D1.
Do you think he finished as the interim head coach this year?
Yeah, just to give him the shot. I think it should have been Graham Harrell, but Dante's the head coach.
Yeah, because I was thinking, just hear me out, and this is just one of my wild little theories. Jacksonville Jaguars going to defeated 0-17 extra game this year. Urban started having little health conditions. He got to step down for Jacksonville, and voila, he's over at USC a year later.
Supposedly, he said that he wants to step down already.
He wants to?
Yeah, there's a report already that he wants to step down already. That he's like not really feeling it. So I doubt it. I mean, I really doubt it. He goes to USC, to be honest. I think it's one of these like newer head coaches.
Yeah.
Matt Campbell or Luke Fickell.
What about Lane? Lane to go over there?
I don't think he would go back. I think he's kind of happy in Mississippi.
Yeah, that's true.
True. I mean, I would hope USC makes a good hire just to bring the conference to an exciting era.
Yeah, I agree.
Now that UCLA is on the uptrend and Oregon's on the uptrend, and then it's always exciting when a conference is good overall, when it isn't just like one or two teams. Like the Big Ten, like that's pretty much all it is. It's just Ohio State and Penn State, but of course now Iowa's making a little noise over there too.
Do you see any team? Well, probably not, since the Big 12 added guys. I was going to ask you. You see other team join the conference, but that's probably about dead now as well too. So yeah, you're definitely right though. At one point, it's like I really didn't care about any other team in the.
I am upset about the alliance though, because
me too.
Like growing up watching college football, the traditional days of Oklahoma against Texas, and all those other rivalry matchups, it's not going to be the same anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe we can look at the Mountain West teams. Maybe Fresno State get a win against UCLA, and that'd be the audition to come in or something.
It's still possible the Pac-12 adds another 2 teams. They said it's not out of the possibilities, but they won't be adding right now. But who never knows, you know?
Never know. I mean, what they started at the Pac-8 before there was
Yeah.
another conference way back in the day, 4 hour time.
Yeah, 8 and then 10 and then 12 now.
Yeah. So you never know. So yeah, there you have it. My guy Jonathan, you want to go ahead and break us down one more time with you guys? You guys are with one. Is it 1-3 or is it just one with
On 3?
and 3?
I think it's on 3. I don't even know.
Excuse me, on
It's
3.
on
My
3,
bad.
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, I think it's on 3. But go ahead and subscribe to Scoop Duck on 3. We got content. This is probably the best time to subscribe to the website with recruiting and football content with the early signing period coming up in December. Oregon still is looking to sign 5 to 6 guys. So I just gave you a few names right there.
Sure.
So it'll be exciting to see. Official visits are gonna starting to get loaded for Oregon now that the meat of their schedule is coming up. But they're gonna try and bring those visitors towards the end of the year. And stay tuned for more. If you have any questions, let us know, and then I'll happy to be here on the stream with Lack, my guy. I know I'll be on more now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, hey, like, subscribe, tune in, check out his link at the bottom. Appreciate you, Jonathan.
Of course, always. Thank you.
Yes, sir.